Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are reacting to Louisville City FC versus Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC in the USL Championship, Week 19 of the 2024 season. Louisville City FC, the best team in the league right now, not just the Eastern Conference, but the league. Colorado Springs Switchbacks in the middle of the pack in the Western Conference. The game's on Golasso Network, so I ain't got to change much, but on the TV at least. Hit that like button, let's get this one going. Yeah, we're doing a USL Championship match, and we'll review it as well. So, should be a good one. At Lynn Family Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville City FC versus Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Should be a very interesting match. The best in the league versus a middle-tier team. But Louisville's recently had a downturn in form. Their form has been so-so recently. They lost to Tampa Bay, Rhode Island FC, and Oakland Roots, 3 of their last 5. They've won 2 of their last 5 against Pittsburgh Riverhounds and Birmingham Legion. They were away for both those matches. 2 of their losses were on the road, and Rhode Island was their first loss at home all season. But Colorado Springs Switchbacks have 2 losses, 2 wins, and 1 draw in their last 5. Should be interesting to see how this turns. Can Louisville show their dominant side, or will they still be floundering a bit? Starting 11 is as follows for Louisville City FC. In goal, Damian Loss. This time last year, he won the goalie wars at the All-Star game. Skills challenge for MLS. For Austin, too, went ahead and won the MLS Next Pro as well. Got loaned out to Louisville this season, and he started one of their league games, and he didn't start any Open Cup games. Faundes took those, and also Troutman took 15 minutes on one of those as well. Back 3 is Sean Toch, Wesley Sharpie, and Amadou Dia. Amadou Dia, formerly of Sporting Kansas City. That name may be familiar to y'all. If you haven't watched the USL, watch MLS. Midfield 4, Taylor Davila, Elijah Winder, Jake Morris, Aiden McFadden, who just got signed by Louisville, formerly of Atlanta United. The front 3 of Wilson Harris, Ray Serrano, and Evan Davila. 4, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. In goal, we have Christian Herrera. The back 4, Koa Santos, Duke LaCroix, Matthew Mahoney, and Matt Real, formerly of Philadelphia Union, by the way. That name should be familiar to y'all. Malik Foster and Devin Williams, the 2 Jamaicans in defensive midfield. Yosuke Hanya, Zachary Zandi, and Aiden Rocha, the attacking midfield 3, and Ronaldo Damus, the Haitian player, as the striker. That's what we have here. See if this game will be a good one, and we'll review it as well. Even if Louisville loses, we will review this one. So we'll see how interesting this game is, how good it'll be, and we'll review it. Hopefully it does somewhat well. One of the first Fridays I think I've been, well, now I think there's been some international break Fridays I've been live for, but, well, hell, during the Copa, I think my bad. During the group stage, yeah, Fridays are being played. Yeah, that is true. I don't know what I'm talking about. Get used to this because it seems like there will be a lot of Friday content before this and after, because League's Cup. Louisville City FC versus Colorado Springs Switchbacks, Week 20 of the season. Match 19 for both teams. That's why I said Week 19. Both teams is their 19th match. Nice. So you got him over Toronto. Interesting. But hey, you know what? Seems like a good player. Yeah, I saw that. The American Dream Mall has the Arena Bowl final. I saw that on TikTok. It feels like set up in the middle of the mall. That's interesting. Like, that is just interesting. It feels sort of like Monday Nitro at the Mall of America. Sort of has that vibe to it. Check score on SofaScore. Wilson Harris, the player to watch for Louisville City. Their best player, their highest goal scorer this season. Wilson Harris. Detroit City playing North Carolina as we speak as well. 0-0, 24th minute. Player to watch for Colorado. How we doing, Daniel? All right, maybe they're just showing highlights of the freaking Birmingham, Colorado game. Yep. Because they went to Birmingham last week, Colorado Switchbacks, and they lost 2-1. Player to watch is Zach Zandy. 2 goals, 1 assist. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a player to watch to me, but I guess you have to pick somebody. Very busy week at work. Sometimes life is busy. 12-4-2 are Louisville City this year. 8-7-3 is Colorado. 4 losses, 2 draws for Louisville. Well, yeah, that would make sense. There you go. I feel like MLS does win, draw, loss instead, but should be an interesting game. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. See how good we get to do on this. Probably won't do that great, but hopefully we'll see. We'll see. Toronto-Montreal, Montreal-Toronto, the league match, the second league match between both sides this year will be played tomorrow. We'll be live for that one. We'll be live for a Domingo Futbolero Liga MX match on Sunday, Pumas and Pachuca. So we got all 3 leagues. We're spreading it round. We're spreading it round tonight. Or this weekend. USL, MLS, Liga MX. And yes, we're coming back with a Domingo Futbolero right before the Leagues Cup starts. So if you wanted to see those, you should be happy. The second half, or I should say the Apertura half of the season, has more Domingo Futboleros. It always seems like that's the way it goes. I could probably do better at the Clausura side of things, but because I really don't focus on the Apertura playoffs because MLS playoffs are playing at the same time. I do more Domingo Futboleros in the Apertura, and then with the playoffs of the Clausura. There you go. I think it all works out. What do you think about the Campeón de Campeones game? Liga Expansion MX champion Cancun FC versus next pro champions Austin FC 2. That's awesome. I think that's an awesome idea. If it's happening, I want to see it. I really do want to see it. I don't know if I'd cover it, but I'd want to see it. Teams are walking out at Lynn Family Stadium in Louisville. Beautiful stadium. I did see the outside of it when I was in Louisville last year, but when I got the jersey. Starting 11, Las, Diaz, Sharpie, Touch, Davila, Winder, Morris, Davila, McFadden, Harris, and Serrano. Yeah, I heard about the Microsoft outage, but I love the idea. I love the idea of the Liga MX expansion champion. I love the idea. It's an interesting thing. It's an interesting idea. I want to see it, and hopefully, well, I don't know who I want to win. If I had a chance to be live for it, I probably would. Starting 11 for Colorado Springs: Herrera, LaCroix, Real, Mahoney, Santos, Williams, Rocha, Zandi, Hanya, Foster, and Damush. for the Switchbacks. Nice. Good luck to Laris after Cancun versus Louisville City in September. I also want to see that as well. Damn. Back like the 80s. How we doing, Sean? Is this Junior MLS, the USL Championship? So, no. Next Pro is technically Junior MLS. USL Championship is the second tier. I guess you could say somewhat it could be, but whatever you want to call it. Honestly, I'd rather go to Waffle House than Applebee's. And we're off. I'd honestly rather go to Waffle House. Applebee's ain't great. If you're going to take me somewhere mid, well, I don't know why I'd say take me, but well, who knows? How come USL isn't on EAFC? Because they aren't. I'm not the business manager for Tiburon. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. 38 seconds. I wish they were. Hell, I wish the Liga MX were on EAFC. Oh! Goal kick for Louisville. Yep, I think that's the right call. That got a little bit shaky. Amadou Dia nearly screwed it up. Huh, that sounds familiar. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, Amadou Dia nearly screwed up the defensive play. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Watching USL, yep. All right, hold on. There you go. Yes. One of the first times I've ever talked about it on this channel, or one of the very rare times. Let's put it like that. First time is stupid. Rare times. Like USL game proper. I mean, there have been USL teams I've done games for, like Open Cup wise, like Louisville versus Seattle, the Sacramento run. When Louisville played St. Louis FC in 2020. That was a review, but still. But this is probably what, the second USL championship game I've done proper. That first one being Louisville versus St. Louis, which I was rooting for St. Louis because, they were still a thing. Any USL teams in New Jersey? Well, no, Rhode Island isn't New Jersey, yeah. Close enough. Hartford is Connecticut. Cross in. Header by Louisville. Nothing there. I wouldn't think so. And if they would, they'd be in the Eastern Conference. So let's see. Charleston, that is West Virginia. Tampa Bay's Florida. Indy 11's Indianapolis, Indiana. Detroit City is Michigan. Birmingham Legion is Alabama. Loudoun United is Virginia. Rhode Island is Rhode Island. North Carolina is North Carolina. Pittsburgh is Pennsylvania. Hartford is Connecticut. Miami FC is Florida. Damn, 9 points. So, I mean, the closest you have is Rhode Island and Hartford. So, hi from Italy. I watch every USL Championship match. It's my favorite league so far. I prefer USL. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Andiamo. I like that. See, this is why I don't call Italians Euro snobs. They're respectful of our leagues. That's why I'm proud of Serie A and the Italian national team. I'm proud. The Premier League fans are the problem, and the Championship fans are the problem. I've never seen an Italian fan hate the North American leagues. I've never seen it. But, see, that's why I'm proud. I'm proud. Grazie, grazie. Who's your favorite USL side? Very good hire for the Leafs. I'm happy with it. Yeah, the Summer Cup looks fun. Might watch that over the Leagues Cup group stage. I'll try to see as many games as I can. I won't lie. Let's go Thorns. Well, what about racing Louisville? Well, the Thorns were there first. 90, 95. somewhere in there. 87. 87. Nice. Yep. Hey, be nice. Be nice. I ain't seen it. 5th minute. The English are the problem. I ain't seen it. Maybe you know a different group, but I don't see it. Go Thorns. Yep. 6 minute 0-0. Settle. Colorado Springs looks slightly better right now. I don't like that. I don't like that. Louisville City look like they're still a bit shaky, still on their shaky form. I saw they got Lenny Yoro and they're getting Joshua Zirkzee. I like it. I think United, they're signing some really good players. Sir Ratcliffe is backing Eric Ten Hag. He's getting his guys. I like it. I like it for United. So hopefully it doesn't fall off a cliff. But getting Lenny Yoro and Zirkzee over Real Madrid. Yeah, he's dumb. Harper's better. I've been saying Harper is better, in my opinion. North Carolina went down 10 men in the 5th minute of their game. They lost with very little momentum they had. It's been all Detroit so far. I hope, Winvo, are you okay? If you're here, are you okay? 6th minute, 0-0. Oh, eFootball 2024 has the USL Championship. And I'm not playing Pez. Well, there's your answer. Why it's not on EAFC. Well, there's your answer. eFootball, Pez. There's your answer. No, I'm not playing Pez. You're out of your mind. No. I feel like Canada's going to be the Morocco of 2026. That's my prediction. I don't know whether they're going to get knocked out, but I feel like they're going to be the Morocco of 2026. Is that a good enough prediction for you? 4 to 6 weeks. So, post-Leagues Cup. Post-Leagues Cup. Garber is freaking raging right now. I'm laughing at Garber, just so you know. Hell no. I'm legitimately being serious this time, though. Jesse Marsh is clear of John Herdman. Like, I'm sure of it this time. I'm sure of it this time. Like, I was honestly I was coping. I wouldn't say coping. It was hopium. I was trolling a bit, and I was like, maybe we could. I'm sure of it now, though. I'm sure of 26. They are the Morocco of 26. And by the way, I didn't say Morocco of 2022 because Morocco wasn't a thing yet. Hello from Lynn Family Stadium. Nice. It is a beautiful stadium. I saw the outside of it. That's when I got the jersey last year. It's a beautiful stadium. I actually had a game that day, but I was watching the Gold Cup. Excited that CBS and Paramount got the rights to the EFL, and ESPN coverage very little, had hardly any games streamed. Yeah, I'm honestly glad to see Paramount and CBS get the rights to the EFL. And it looks like the CBS Sports Network games are going to be simulcasted on Paramount Plus, so I don't have to just turn it on to my cable box to watch like Wrexham play Birmingham City or whatever. But I think Paramount's going to do it better, personally. ESPN, like, they're losing a lot of rights, but Paramount's getting a lot. Like, I want to see Paramount get the CONCACAF club tournaments as well. You know? I want to see them get the CONCACAF club tournaments as well. Because, honestly, I want to see SpongeBob and Patrick call the CONCACAF Champions Cup final. Hey, they had Dora on the UCL final pregame show, you know. Because somebody could find this on their phone while they're in the stadium. I'm sure it's not the first time. We covered the Olympics a good bit, not everything, but a good bit. I'll touch on it. I don't know. Yeah, I have Prime Video anyway, but I really don't care. Once Alphonso Davies leaves Bayern, I don't give a crap. Maybe I'll watch a German game. I don't know. I think so. Colorado looks like the better team over the first 10 minutes. I don't like this. Louisville's been shaky for the past couple of weeks. Shaky form. Barely won a couple of games. Lost big 3 times. This is not... Louisville's fallen off a little bit recently. Was a waste of time. No, I didn't watch the trailer. I don't watch the trailer for anything, really. It's a football match. It's a football video game. Why do I need to watch the trailer? Besides, it promises better things than what you really would get anyway. It's the same game. It's going to be the same game as last year with new jerseys and a roster update. Oh, and and by the way, worst prices on Ultimate Team. But hey, at least you don't have to start over on mobile this year. You'll get to keep everything. So that's the good news, is that the mobile's just going to continue for the next year with the same team. So all the players you've collected, you don't have to restart in August. So I still get my 94 Jonathan David at striker, my 99 Lorenzo Insigne for the rest of this year. Yeah. Herrera with a goal kick, so it works for me. All the big leagues have now is NFL, NBA, MLB. NCAA game looks fire. I need a PS5. I don't even know if they put the game on PS4. No. I was mostly on my phone, which is an Apple phone. And besides, I have if I wanted to use oh, by the way, I use Google Chrome. I don't use Explore or Edge. My bad. It's not Internet Explorer anymore. It's Edge. I don't use that. So New Orleans is great so far. Nice. PlayStation's better than Xbox. PlayStation is better than Xbox. You're a liar. And console's better than PC. I already read that. FC 25 will be the same gameplay-wise with new features that left the game a while ago that football managers had for years. Exactly. Because they care more about Ultimate Team. Ugh. So they care about Ultimate Team. The only thing that's really going to make me hyped for FC let me tell you something. The only thing I want at EAFC now is the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Give that to me. I'm good. Until then, I'm not hyped. Until then, yeah, I'll buy the game every year, but I'm not hyped. I agree. It'd get back Liga MX. But, yeah, give me the CONCACAF Champions Cup and the Central American Cup and the Caribbean Cup. Then I'll be hyped. People have been waiting 10 years. That's why. That's how. 14th minute. 0-0. Louisville's got the ball back. They haven't got scored on yet. That's a bad giveaway. But they get the ball back. Interesting. Why is Dia going that far forward? Horrible pass. My God, he sucks. I can see why he flopped out of the MLS. Yep, their second group game in the Leagues Cup. We're dead. We're dead. If we don't get, but hey, here's the good news. If we get 2 points or 3 against Red Bulls, we'll go to the next round. Because Red Bulls ain't beating Pachuca either. But Pachuca's going to kick our ass. We're dead. Scored 0-0. 14th minute or 15th minute. Colorado looks better right now, but Louisville haven't gotten scored on. But Colorado's definitely testing Louisville. McFadden, formerly of Atlanta, ball crossed in. Ay, ay, ay. Good defense play. I don't blame you for being a bit scared. I don't blame you. It's not, you're not used to that atmosphere. I don't blame you. To be honest, I don't blame you. Crazy. Yeah, I barely play video games, to be honest. So I feel the same way. Here's a chance shot. Goal! 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 Colorado Springs Switchbacks. And it is Foster. Malik Foster with a goal. Makes the run. That's been coming. That's been coming for Colorado. Malik Foster, the Jamaican player, scores the goal. Makes the run. And smashes one home. That's been coming for Colorado Springs. What a play. Banger of a shot. Malik Foster in the 16th minute. Colorado Springs have the lead. 0-1. What a shot. Gets the run, gets in, and takes a shot, smashes it home. Not much else you can do there. Nice. Yeah, Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters is a rock band, yeah. Metal. I don't want to say metal, but punk rock. But, yep, Colorado Springs get the goal they've been looking for the past 17 minutes. They've been the better team for the past 17 minutes and deservedly got the goal. Yeah, well, but hey, guess what? Club Leon got Jonder Cadiz as their new striker. Yeah, I think he'll be fine. Jonder Cadiz is their new striker. Mr. Born Offside or one of them. You'll be fine. If Irish players didn't move to England like Kane, Rice, and Grealish, yep, they could have played for Ireland. Sadly enough, they were, 10 years too old to be swayed by Heimir Hallgrimsson. If there was anything Hallgrimsson was good at, was getting dual nationals to play for Jamaica. I don't know why Irish fans are so mad about the Hallgrimsson appointment. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't agree with that to a certain extent. I don't. He's a good coach. Like, did you not see that he beat England? And Hallgrimsson's still a great coach. Look at what he's done with Jamaica. I want to see Winder gets a yellow card. Yep, Louisville's coming apart at the seams. Ay, ay, ay. 19th minute. Cross in, headed away. But Colorado still has it at the top of the box. Lays it off. Man, Colorado's dominating. Oh, gets deflected wide. That almost got deflected to an own goal. Matt Real with a shot. Matt Real, the former Philadelphia player, with a shot. That almost got deflected into an own goal. Wow. Nice. Honestly, he probably doesn't. I don't know. Probably doesn't care about the USL. It's Friday night. Maybe he's out. I don't know. Cantona or Henry. Thierry Henry. Cross in. Good clearance. But still to the top of the box. Another shot over the bar. But damn, Colorado is wiping the floor with Louisville as we speak. Yeah, you should. You should. Columbus Crew. They still, I don't count the Crew SC rebrand. I don't, because that never saw the light of day. Columbus SC rebrand, I don't count it. Never saw the light of day. Never became the official name. So Columbus Crew. Colorado Rapids, they rebranded, but they never changed the name. Dallas Burn became FC Dallas. Mutiny went out of business. Miami Fusion went out of business. New England Revolution, but they rebranded the logo. DC United is the oldest MLS team. They still rebranded, though. They have a new logo. Surprising, right? Columbus. Well, Columbus was say they have the first soccer-specific stadium, but Columbus says they were the first team. Like, a lot of those inaugural teams say they were the first team, so it's a matter of discussion, but technically, if you want to go by changed, they've all rebranded logos. But they're still the same team name. Columbus had 3 rebrands. They had the 3 workers. They had the circle crest. They had the current crest. Even that was the Columbus SC crest, but then they went back to Columbus Crew. Technically, they took the SC out of the name. Fair enough. New England Revolution had the crayon flag. Then they have the circle, the roundel. DC United, the more old style eagle than the current eagle. So that's out for a corner for Louisville. Davila to take. I mean, I'm not against it. I mean, somebody asked me to go. Somebody asked me to go to a Christian concert, and I'm like, you know what? Sure, I'll go. I wouldn't buy the tickets myself. I don't think I would go on my own, like buy the tickets myself, volition. That's just the truth. Would I go if somebody asked me? Yeah, I mean, depending on who, but if we were close friends and they said, hey, you want to go to this worship concert? I'd be like, sure. Well, I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know that. But now that I think about it, I kind of see it. 0-0 between North Carolina and Detroit at the half. '23rd minute, 0-0 or 0-1. My bad. Colorado Springs. Louisville's gotten better since the goal against. That's the good news. But they still haven't found the answer. Oh, Patrick Vieira left Strasbourg by mutual consent. Yeah, that seems to me like he may be the U.S. manager. What's better in their sport, TFC or the Maple Leafs? Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs for sure. I'd rather make the playoffs and lose in the playoffs than not make the playoffs at all. That's just my opinion. What's better team, Toronto or Wales? Toronto FC. I heard Red Bull Arena's having a concert series. African, Christian, Latin American, Jamaican rock, punk artists will perform at Red Bull Arena. Interesting. Well, I mean, that's... I don't know what to say, really. '25th minute. Free kick taken by Louisville, top of the box. Plays it over to McFadden. McFadden. Cross in. Be a corner. Well, yeah, we would lose 10-0 to Man City. You're right, at least at this point. What happened to Bench Kings? I don't know. They, came back a little bit, but then I don't know what happened to them. They were around. They fell off the face of the earth. They tried to come back. They fell off the face of the earth again. I don't know what happened to them, besides the fact they fell off the face of the earth twice. TFC versus Real Madrid, what would happen if it happened? 6-0. Pachuca versus Toronto FC prediction, 6-0. Header cleared. I would say 4-0 Pachuca. Pachuca 4-0. Probably. 26th minute. 0-1 Colorado Springs. McFadden brings the ball down. Goes for the cross. Davila. Thoughts on Liga MX's games lately? They've been exciting. They've been exciting. You know, they've been some good games. That's sad. Hate to hear that, man. I hate to hear that. What a goal. For Colorado, it was a pretty good goal. Is this game behind? But I hate to hear that, man. Corner for Louisville. Cross in. Header punched away. Shot blocked. Here's a chance. Goal! 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 Louisville City, Elijah Winder gets the goal. What a shot, Elijah Winder. Man, this game is behind that. What a shot off the rebound for Elijah Winder. (1-1). 27th minute. 11 minutes later. There you go. Serie A. Blocked away, and then it falls to Winder, and he slots it home. Man, that sucks to hear. I feel sorry. I feel bad. I feel bad, man. I thought y'all were in game. I won't lie. I legitimately thought y'all were in game, but that's how life is when you're young. Sometimes it just doesn't work out the way you think. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's a reason why it didn't work out. Maybe in the future, maybe you'll find that out. But cross in. Sometimes there's going to be a reason why things didn't work out, and you're going to find that reason. But man, I thought y'all were in game, so it hurts to hear that. It really does. Messi, Cristiano, Ronaldinho, Maradona, Pele. Damn. That's sad. We weren't on the same page or trajectory anymore. She started wilding this week, so I ended it like a man. She ain't living with me no more. Yeah, my thought was wrong. Yeah, my thought was wrong. More money for me now that I ain't got to move out until 1 or 2 years from now. So I was wrong. My feeling was wrong. That doesn't happen much. 30th minute. Ronaldinho's crazy take. You asked me, I was on the spot. I threw him in there, so. Could have thrown Kaka in there. Could have thrown R9 in there. But I just thought about the first 5 out of my head. I'm not going to lie. But a Ronaldinho isn't a bad shout. I don't think. Goal kick for Colorado Springs, 30th minute. Come on, Louisville, we'll figure this out. Be funny if they drew. Be funny if they drew. Let me tell you. You won't be, whenever it comes, you won't be looking for it. Whenever it comes for y'all, it's going to be out of nowhere. And sometimes it might be the person that's just right there. Let me tell you. Out of nowhere. When you least expect it. When you don't even know where to go, what line you're going to take. It'll come out of nowhere. Especially when it's the right person. It'll come out of nowhere. So I think there can be the right person, but you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Also knew my financial goals like investing in World Cup 26 and others couldn't be met while trying to save up for rent. Would have moved in September. Damn. She could have secured the bag. And she started acting up. I guess she thought she had it. Maybe. I mean, you weren't doing nothing wrong, per se. If anything, she was wrong for trying to gaslight you. Or doing nothing with. Oh, well, no, that's a problem. Nothing wrong is a different statement than nothing with. That's wrong. Hey, if you have the opportunity to stay with your parents, shit. And then make your money, shit. Take it. Just saying. Player down, hurt for Louisville, 33rd minute. This isn't Alabama. Exactly. If you have the opportunity to save money without having to move out, you take that shit. Honestly, that's smart. Honestly, that's smart. Now you have to have the top parents who would let that happen, but well, yeah, that would. But, you know. Bingo. Bingo. Crazy how Kaka's wife left him for being too good a man. He never treated me bad and cheated. What man is that? The world is a weird place. Let me tell you, if you find somebody who respects love and respects relationships, and they are in the same mindset as you and you want a relationship, don't let them go. Cherish that person. Come on. Oh, Colorado Springs on the breakaway. Shot. Nice tackle. Dia. Penalty. Penalty for Colorado Springs. I kind of had a feeling that would happen. Like, let me see here. Bad giveaway. Ronaldo Damus making the run. Now, he got the ball, though. Come on. That should be a corner at worst. Like, he got the ball. I don't know. That's harsh. That's harsh. Sabu, Tommy Dreamer, New Jack. Penalty. Penalty for Colorado Springs. I think that's a harsh call. 36 minute. Colorado could take the lead back. He got the ball. The Knights is better. Ronaldo Damus on the ball. Or we'll take the penalty. Let's see if Damian Loss could save it. Damian Loss is good at penalties. If you know, you know. That just could have been because he was MLS Next Pro, but 37th minute. Ball off the post! Deserved! Off the post! That was deserved. Ball don't lie. Horrible penalty. Deserved. 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 Off the post. That's deserved. That's called ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. Off the post. I mean, Colorado's still been a slightly better team in the first half. But Louisville at least has a draw, so nice. Wait, they have a throwback jersey this year? Like the 98 throwback? Like the Martin Brunel throwback? The Girault throwback era? Well, there you go. Yeah, Ric Flair, wrestler, but still, yeah. 37th, 38th minute. Rock and Cena. I missed that. I heard about it, but I missed seeing the throwbacks. Now, I wish the Patriots would bring back the Bledsoe throwbacks. Honestly, fully. Not just as a throwback, like their actual look. Bring back the Bledsoe era jerseys. Giant, Flying Elvises. America, LAFC, Columbus, Pachuca. One of those four. Here we go. There it is. All right, 1 day ago. That's why I missed it. It was a day ago, and I was watching this. I was seeing Twisters. Well, there you go. All right. That is nice, though. Like with the Nike template, that is nice. I like. With the prowling jaguar on the shoulders, the teal, the white pants. I like it. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, that's nice. Plays forward. Oh. Corner for Louisville. Again, Nike Mercurials. Have to be slide-ons, though. 39th minute. Cross in. Headed away. Goal kick. When both my teams finally bring back their throwbacks. Who else? Let's see if they were on. Hold on. They should be. If they didn't write anything about it. Oh, they did. Okay. Huh. Wow, did I miss that? Wait. New white alternate helmet in the coming weeks. Wait, why are the... Oh, okay. So the logos are there. They didn't focus on the logos. Okay. 40th minute, 1-1. Another corner for Louisville Broncos. Oh, yeah. The Mile High jerseys. I agree that the Centenario was staged better. Serrano. Cross in, header. Shot by Dia. Goal! Goal! Oh! Oh, it's going to be a free kick for Colorado. A foul in the box leads to a free kick by Colorado. But Dia with a banger. Ah, hell, they were so... It doesn't end up counting. There's a foul in the box. I don't know. That was incidental. I feel like that was okay. I feel like that's an incidental call, but there's no VAR, right? Nice. Nike. Free kick for Colorado. I don't like the call, really. No VAR, so I guess they can't check it. But, you know, I feel like that contact was incidental. I feel like that was incidental. I feel like that should have counted. "42nd minute. Even the teams were in a more even out level." Ha! This ref must have partaked in some of Colorado's finest. Tegrity Farms. Tegrity Weed. Don't forget to bring a towel. Yeah. Adidas jerseys are better. Hell, I think Umbro jerseys are better than Nikes. Shorts. Oh. Cross in, clear. Don't forget to bring a towel. Player name and number. I barely get them blank. I'm happy I never ended being able to go to Copa. Would have gone to USA, Uruguay, Brazil, Costa Rica, which both sucked. That's life. Playing forward. Winder already has a goal. Adidas makes better socks. Well, if you're talking about like football socks, I couldn't really tell you. I've never went with like the doubled in the stirrup cover. Never done that. Playing warm up or pick up. Socks are socks, really. Like, personally, like Nike socks are a bit tight, I think, in my opinion. But I have a good couple of pairs. Shot wide. But socks are socks. But these Hanes socks are pretty good as well. Saludos, William. Saludos. Sucks I didn't go to VidCon, though. That's the big goal next year. No ship or love interest is allowed to get in the way of that financially. Hey, maybe if I set up, I don't know, maybe someday I'll set up a pickup game or whatever, and I'll stream that. I just hope I look better than when Steve Dangle plays hockey. That would be something. True Religion makes better socks. I've never worn True socks. I've never done that. 45th minute. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Thank you. This game must be behind. There's a lot of fields near me. 45th minute. Maybe one day that goes down. 3 minutes of stoppage time. There it is. I don't know why Golasso is so behind. New Balance is an industry plant for cleats. They came out of nowhere. New Balance has been around for ages. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? First time of a watch-along with a USL game proper, but I did a couple of Sacramento in 2022 when they made the Open Cup run. I did Louisville City versus Seattle in the Open Cup. Pittsburgh Riverhounds versus Cincy in the Open Cup. But proper USL championship match, yes, it's the first time I've been live for that. I never did a League One game live when Toronto was still there. So, I did do a review for St. Louis FC versus Louisville City in 2020, though. So this is the first live of a proper USL championship game. I still have the PS4 too, but yeah, I finally do want to buy the PS5. 46th minute. But good Friday night tonight, so playing forward. 47th minute. Oh, foul, free kick. PlayStation's better than Xbox. I said that earlier. I'll say it again. Header, that's going to be not even get touched by McFadden. That'll be a throw-in for Colorado Springs. Comment USL scores today. Go ahead. I can see them right here. 2-0 for Charleston in the second half over Miami FC, who are horrible this year. Didn't realize until I looked at the table. 58th minute in that game, 48th here. Great. Good idea. I like St. Louis FC, Sacramento Republic, Pittsburgh, and Detroit City. Well, St. Louis FC in the USL is not around anymore because they folded, then St. Louis City became a thing. Sacramento, I like Sacramento. Pittsburgh's pretty cool. Detroit City has Danny Dicchio as the manager, so that's pretty cool as well. And then Louisville because I like Hartford as well. 48th minute. Obviously, the connection of Toronto playing in Hartford for like those 4 months during the pandemic. That'll be halftime. 1-1 at the half between both sides. I think it's a fair scoreline. Louisville's had their moments since the goal, but Colorado has still been the better team overall in the first half, I think. Louisville fairly is 1-1. Rhode Island FC is new this year. Yep. They're actually pretty good, too. It's crazy. They're actually doing pretty good for a expansion side, I have to say. But 1-1 at the half. I think that's a fair score line. I think it would have been unfair if Colorado was leading. But Louisville gets their goal. They tie it up, and we'll see what happens in the second half. Will they shape up and get the result? Or will Colorado find an answer, or will it stay a draw? We'll find out. See what the second half brings. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. we keep on moving, and we'll review the game once it's over as well. And then tomorrow's Toronto versus Montreal. So, yeah, sit top, be back. 1-1 at the half. Back for the stats at the half. That's next week. Yesterday I was out watching Twisters. The movie, not the... That's next week. I just said that's next week. Back at the half. Back for the stats at the half. I get my haircut next week. Well, there you go. With that being said, stats of the half. 44% possession to 56% possession. 6 shots to 6. 1 shot on goal to 3. 2 big chances to 3. 1 big chance missed to 2. 133 accurate passes to 198. 78% pass accuracy to 83% pass accuracy. No, I'm not going to do that. 11 fouls committed to 7. 7 corners to 1. 6 shots in total to 6. 1 shot on goal to 3. 171 passes to 239. 78% pass accuracy to 83% pass accuracy. 9 throws to 8. 2 offside to 1. 2 yellow cards to 0. 0 red cards to 0. 1-1 at the half. I think a 1-1 draw at the half is fair for both sides. I think Colorado. I think Gold Cup. I think Canada's going to get their best players. I think Davies will choose the Gold Cup, in my opinion. With that being said, though, you hit that like button, get this one going. But Louisville, I think this result's fair for that first half. I think Louisville's been the second best team all night. They had some moments after the goal was scored by Colorado to get their goal back and tie the game up. But I think that Louisville City have been the second best team all night. I think Colorado's been all over them. I think Colorado has pushed the pace. I think they've had more good passes. They've cut off a lot of Louisville passes. They've caused a lot of turnovers. Colorado is exactly playing the game they need to play. If they want to beat Louisville, they're playing the game that they need to play. And they're doing exactly what is needed to beat Louisville or draw them and take a point back to Colorado. They're playing very well. Louisville are just still shaky. They've had a very shaky past month of matches, past 5 games, adding this one on. Their form has been shaky. They've won, but they've lost. It's been half and half. It's not been the best couple of weeks for Louisville, but they have a chance to bring it back around. They still have a chance to bring it back around. We'll find out what happens if the second half is more their game. But for me, it's just not the night for Louisville so far. Yes, it was a beautiful thing. I'm happy for him. Deserves it. He's a good player. To make his debut and be the youngest MLS player to make a debut ever, beating Freddie Adu's record was pretty cool. Freddie Adu speaking about it and honoring Kevin Sullivan, passing the torch, so to speak, was awesome to see as well. I think Kevin is a great player. He's got a lot of things to go. Yeah, I thought you would get LED lights, so I'm a bit shocked you didn't. Pachuca. Go to the Pachuca game. Don't go to the Toronto game. It's not worth it. Football, association football, hockey, college football. Not gridiron football in general, college football. There's a difference. I know. But we shall see. I think Davies chooses the Gold Cup, just a hunch. But we're waiting for the second half to start. Review this game once it's over. Nice. That does seem like a good idea. And also, a lot of the food videos you send, those are some good stuff. Those look like some good recipes. Places to go. So, you got good taste. I know that much. You got good taste. I know that much. Isn't WWE on? Yeah, but I honestly. Oh, so he does it to you too. So he does it to you too. Okay. Yeah, I mean, after WrestleMania, I mean, I barely could watch pay-per-view, so what's the point about watching the weekly shows? Like, if I could watch the pay-per-views, oh, North Carolina scored on Detroit City. Huh, interesting. I didn't expect that. But, like, to me, I can't watch the pay-per-views, so why watch the weekly shows? I can't watch NXT because normally there's stuff on Tuesdays. Monday, I could watch Raw, but now we're in the time of the year where Fridays are pretty much covered for about a month or 2 months. So I really can't watch SmackDown either. I could watch Raw if I wanted to, but what's the point about watching one show a week? You know? I think it makes sense. Like, if I could watch both weekly shows, be like, okay, if I missed a pay-per-view, so be it. If I can't watch both weekly shows of the main roster, what's the point? Like, which ball should you buy? Or go get the ball that he kicked out of the field? Oh, the car ran over it. Okay. I'd say the MLS ball. Like the MLS match ball. Like, if you go to Academy Sports and Outdoors, not sponsored by them. I'm not Josh Pate, but it's a good store. If you go to Academy Sports and Outdoors, the MLS match ball, I'm sure they have the Copa one. Well, if they're going on at the same time, I'm going to focus more on the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Yep, the U20 CONCACAF championships are going on as well right now. But I'm sure he's talking about footballs. He's talking about, I think he knows, he's just talking. He's talking about these. He's talking about these. Might get the Nike fly. Well, that's CONCACAF's match ball pretty much, so, or at least was until they went to Molten. But yeah. Of the 2016-17 Premier League match ball, which I think that was the year Chelsea won the league. Yeah, Chelsea last won the league that season. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, because 15-16 was Leicester. 14-15, yep, there you go. Boom. 17-18 was when they, yeah. It is a nice one, though. But it is one of those, like, actually, Nike Strike. There you go. Yeah, I think Nike match balls are better, to be honest. I mean, Adidas is not bad either, but I think Nike's a bit better. Nice. Cool. Second half's about to start. No, he's not. I think Risklander is getting things lost in translation. Just because I thought him and his girl were endgame doesn't mean it is. I was wrong. '45th minute. 2 or 6. 2 or 6. Those feel like good left back numbers. 45th minute. There you go. Louisville playing forward. They've started the half really well. It's only the first minute, but still. 47. If you want to go full John Tolkien, there you go. No, you asked me. I told you I think it's a good signing. She's more WWE style to me. I think it's a good move. And I think they made the right signing. So, it's my thoughts. Cross in, header. After I heard Toronto was getting a team, I first watched the 2006 World Cup to learn the rules, learn the game. Picked Italy to win. It's like I always knew. Became an Italy fan then and there as well in 2006. It's like I always knew. It's like I always knew. But, yeah, 2006 World Cup. Learning the game. It was a really good tournament. Italy won. The team I chose to win, picked to root for, won. Was a really of course I wanted to see CONCACAF do well as well there, I guess. But it was a good tournament. Like basically watching that tournament, it's always gonna have a special place in my heart. So 2006 World Cup. 47th minute. Yeah. He was kicking it around, I guess. To start wilding out. His words, not mine. His words, not mine. And there you go. Complete match to Tolkien. There you go. It's nice. Ha ha ha. Thanks, Foden. You watched the final. You watched the Italy versus France final. I remember that. Don't really. He watched the final. That I know. The whole thing. Whole game. Saw Zidane headbutt. Saw the Zidane headbutt. Saw the penalties. Saw Italy win. He watched the final. 48th minute. '49th minute, 1-1. Louisville is playing better in the second half so far. Actually, speaking of World Cups, go buy a Jabulani ball for your friend. Go buy a Jabulani for your friend. Go buy one off of eBay. Go buy a Jabulani for your friend. He'll probably shank that one out of the field, too. Shot. Tapped in, but saved. Saved by Colorado, 49th minute. Yeah, it was wild to see Brad just bleeding. Nice to hear. And don't oh wait, Caitlin Clark didn't get called up for the Olympics. Right, she didn't. Because that USA basketball women's coach is a hater. Is an absolute hater. That's why Caitlin Clark didn't get called up. Stupid. Like, NBC's got to be angry. I don't know who's more angry right now. NBC knowing they lost viewership on the women's basketball games, the Olympics, or Don Garber knowing he lost a lot of viewership for the Leagues Cup. I don't know who's more pissed, frankly. I don't know who's more pissed. 50th minute, 1-1. throw in. Clark should have made the Olympics. Besides, the USA has history of bringing potential players to the Olympics to fill out a roster. Yeah, because on the men's side of the basketball, there's always one Olympian who's the best college player on the roster. So there you go. Like, there's always, like, Christian Laettner made a freaking Olympic squad, right? Christian Laettner made an Olympic squad because of how he played at Duke. So there you go. I mean, that's right there. And he never became anything after that. But, you know, that's just the big one. I'll look at the men's roster. Hold on. See who the Olympian, who's the college player. Or maybe they didn't follow it, but they normally follow that. They normally follow that. I don't know. Maybe they did this year. I don't know. Winder crosses in. McFadden drops him, but a save. Corner. So let's see. Current roster. Let's see. They did not follow that. They did not follow it this year. Nope. They did not follow the college player thing this year. Nope. They took Derek White. They took Derek White over a college player. What the hell? Tyrese Halliburton. Okay. They should. I've been banging the drum for that. I've been saying Toronto should have a club print for CCL, Leagues Cup, Campeones Cup, like anything that isn't an MLS league match. They should have club printing. So I agree. I've been banging the drum for that since 2018. I'm like, if we're the team that we think we are, one of the best teams in the league, I'm like, we should have club printing like Chelsea does or Man City, or that didn't end well. But, you know, like, to have that winning mentality, you have to feel the moment's different, in my opinion. There's nothing saying that Toronto has to wear their MLS printing for every match. That's not a rule. To me, with a winning mentality, Toronto should have a bespoke club print for any game that isn't a league, MLS league match. If you want to have that winning mentality, truly, you need to be like, see the number on the jersey when you walk to your locker, like, oh, this means more type of thing. Be like, oh, this means one and done. One and done. If it's one and done, we can't screw this up. When you see that number, it's like, oh, this is one and done. We can't screw this up. Now you say, what about the MLS playoffs? Well, that's the league. Then you have to sort of be like, hey, this is the mentality you need to have. The playoffs are one and done as well. Just because that club print isn't on that jersey, you treat this game like you would have saw that damn thing. Maybe you change their like locker names and put the club print on that locker label or whatever you want to call it. Maybe you do that, sort of elicit the same reaction. But I think there is something. I think there is a thing there. I think if most players see the club print instead of their league print on the back of their jerseys, they're like, this game means more. This means more. This is you can't screw this one up type of thing. Like, there's a different mentality there. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think it changes the mentality of the situation. But I don't know. Am I the only one who thinks that? I think that's a good thought process, really. I think club print, a club number print, and name print, bespoke, does tell you something of what your motivations are as a club. Like some of the clubs in the UEFA Champions League and other cups don't have a bespoke club print. Like, look at Tottenham that one year where it was still the Premier League print, or I think Pompey that one time still wore the Premier League print. I think Fulham still did. It doesn't show the mentality of the player, of the team. Golasso, because the game's on Golasso Network. Pluto TV. 57th minute, crossed in. Header goes away. Brought down. Oh, no pen. Oh, interesting. Serrano cross in. Header. Wide. Goal kick for Colorado. But again, I think it shows your mentality as a club. To have a bespoke club print for other tournaments means you're supposed to be there. That's what you believe. You believe you're supposed to be in other tournaments. The biggest tournaments that aren't a league. Like the Champions Cup, the Leagues Cup. You believe you're supposed to be there. You believe you should be going deep in those tournaments and having a chance to win that trophy. I think that's a thing. I think it shows the motivations of a club. And see, MLS, and by the way, if you look at it, those old throwback jerseys, those are block numbers that aren't these split numbers that they current wear on their regular jerseys. So MLS doesn't care, in theory, if you wear their numbering during non-MLS competitions. Because even them, on their throwbacks, don't have their bespoke or the MLS version of the numbering and the split letters and split numbers. So what that means is there is an opportunity to have bespoke numbering on jerseys for other competitions, the MLS team. And if I was coaching one who wanted big mentality and wanted the Champions Cup and believed they deserved to win it at some point, certain club in red, I think they should have a bespoke numbering for tournament games, cup games. Canadian Championship, Leagues Cup, Champions Cup, of course, MLS Cup playoffs, that's MLS tournament portion, so you can't really change the numbering there. But I'd figure out a way to, bring the club numbering mindset into there, probably with the headers, the labels on their lockers, putting the number in the club and their name in the club bespoke font. It's like, just because you're wearing the MLS font doesn't mean you treat this game. Look at that header. Look at that label. You treat this game like that. You don't treat it like a league game just because your jersey has the MLS numbering on it. You treat it like that, not like that. '59th minute. But then what about the preseason? Because during preseason, the big clubs wear the bespoke numbering during the preseason. Well, that also works because if you think about it, in the preseason, you have younger players playing a lot of the time, especially the early matches. If they want to make a point, they have to have that mentality of like, I can make a difference, especially in the biggest matches. So them wearing the club numbering during a preseason match also sort of gives that mentality of, hey, we got to get ready. We got to get serious. But if you want to prove that you can make a difference in the biggest matches, you got to play your best. You have to think, this game is the biggest game I'll ever play. It makes sense. I look at it as motivation, to be honest, or a motivational tactic, to be honest. I don't know if anybody else sees it that way, but I look at it as a motivation tactic, the club numbering. But that's just my opinion. It can be. Corner for Louisville. Cross in. Header over the bar in the 60th minute. Louisville's been much better in the second half. They've been much better. San Luis beating Tijuana, no surprise there. Well, no. Not with Juan Carlos Osorio. That is a little bit of a surprise. How we doing, Alex? Scoreline 1-1. A 1-1 draw between Louisville and Colorado Springs. Timbers made an offer for a San Luis player. That rumor came out a few days ago. Interesting. Sure wasn't Frank Boley? Sure wasn't Frank Boley? He went there, right? Tijuana is actually good this year. Exactly. With Juan Carlos Osorio. 61st minute. I'm doing the MLS vs. Liga MX All-Star and the skills comp. I'm doing the skills competition and the MLS All-Star game next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Nice. Louisville shows out. It's nice. They show out, but it is a beautiful stadium, so I don't blame them. It's pretty good. Happy for them. Exactly. Yeah, Juan Carlos Osorio. Sucks that Jolos got him because he should have been the one to that's the joke. That's the joke. He said that San Luis, or the Timbers put in a bid for a San Luis player. The joke was, are they getting Frank Boley back? That was the joke. It's like, that was the joke. Well, there you go. Good for him, though. He was there last year. And then they sold him in the offseason. It was like, oh, you're bringing him back? They don't really have... Oh, wait, they have Jonathan. My bad. Jonathan. It's still weird to call him Jonathan Rodriguez instead of Cabecita. It's still a bit weird. I still haven't completely gotten used to it. 63rd minute. Maybe the Leagues Cup will help with that. I don't know. Maybe that'll help. Because he doesn't like his own name. Moniker. There we go. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it, which, you know, I get it, but 63rd minute. I guess he didn't pick it. They gave it to him, and he didn't like it. But if he doesn't like it, why call him that? It's my opinion. 64th minute. Off for Klimowicz. He's starting for San Luis in this game. Okay, there we go. He's a good player. He's a good player. I think he scored. Didn't he score two? Headed away. I think I saw his name up there. I think, did he score two? Klimowicz destroyed America. Yep, he did. '64th minute. Louisville is playing way better in the second half. It's a wonder they haven't scored yet. Should I say Televisa? Yeah, I say Televisa. Cross in. Punched. Oh, almost in a bad position. Just right after the Hard Rock disaster, next week there will be a meeting between FIFA and U.S. organizers about the security issue. It's not the U.S. Soccer Federation's fault. It was CONMEBOL. Sean Touch. Hey, if that's what you want to do, do it. Why'd Risklander say you got a haircut? I don't know. I'm getting a haircut next week. But 6 days from now, but I don't know why he thought. I said nothing about getting one next week until he brought it up. So I don't know. I didn't tell him anything. I don't know what. He was a shot in the dark, I guess. I don't know. It's a little bit of a shot in the dark, I guess. I didn't say nothing to him, or anybody for that matter. Nobody but me knew I was getting a haircut next week, next Thursday. Nobody knew. CONMEBOL's blaming the U.S. Of course they're throwing him under the bus. Like, I'm not shocked. Hanya's off for Fieldberg. They're hypocrites. Exactly. It's like they run it because they saw the money they left on the table in 2016, and then now that shit went down, they're blaming U.S. soccer. Yeah, I'm not surprised. They probably wouldn't have blamed him if nothing happened, but something happened. It's like you robbed a bank. It's like if you robbed a bank, but then you throw your getaway driver under the bus. Say he robbed the damn thing. Oh, Blitzo got a haircut today. Well, there you go. Was going to go to a Chick-fil-A interview, and then my Uber was running late. I called Chick-fil-A about it. They said they already filled positions there. Glad I never ended up going. What, you didn't want to work at Chick-fil-A, or did something bad happen? That's why you're glad you didn't go. What happened? I need more of the story. If there is one. 67th minute. By the way, Chick-fil-A sells like those ranch, like little bottles of their ranch at Chick-fil-A. I just found this out. Oh, they already filled the positions. You wouldn't have been hired. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that was a little bit bad reading comprehension, but still. Louisville playing forward, 68th minute. Why we gotta be freaking grammar police. I've heard about it, yes. I've heard of Jorge Ramos y su banda. I've heard, yes. I haven't watched it, but I've seen it on ESPN Plus. So, you know. I know about it. Well, hey, that's a good manager, though. There you go. 68th minute, player down for Louisville. Denver got Russ, I saw. The real Russ this time. See ESPN's top 100 athletes? No. I was in Louisville last summer, Josh, and I went to the Louisville City team store and I bought the jersey, blank. Then I took it into Soccer Master locally and I had them send it off to get it printed, customized. So it got printed somewhere else, but I bought the jersey at Louisville City's team store in Louisville last summer. I was in Louisville for a day. It was at the end of my Smokies trip, but we stopped in Louisville halfway because I legit wanted to get the jersey, so we stopped there halfway. And then we left Louisville the next day and came back home. So we stayed at the Galt House Hotel, which wasn't the Crown Plaza there, which that honestly I like the Crown Plaza better, but yeah, so I stopped there and got it. Then got it pressed like 2.5. What, about a month and a half later I got it pressed? 2 months. See America versus Tigres? No, but I said Tigres would win. Guess what happened? They won. I told you Tigres would win. I called it. I said 2-1, but 1-0 is good enough. I called it. I called it that Tigres would win. So what if I said 2-1? It's like 5 months ago he missed a tap in. 70th minute. Yeah, he went to Jolos. Oh, it's 1-1 now. Denver almost got Paul George. The trade would have been MPJ in his overpriced contract, Zeke, and a ton of draft picks. Denver didn't want to get rid of a lot of draft picks. But y'all are already contending, though. So, I don't know if that's such a bad idea. I found out the Jorge Ramos program is no longer being broadcasted. Some sources say it was because of the low ratings. The other ones say it was Florentino Perez caused Ramos to get canceled. I believe Florentino Perez probably had something to do with it. I wouldn't be surprised. 71st minute, they had something to do with it. Criticized him. Yeah, I think Buffalo should get a USL championship team. I think Buffalo, if they get it, would be perfect for Toronto to loan their players to, sort of like Buffalo Bisons, Toronto Blue Jays. But Buffalo's a perfect minor league city, especially for Toronto. But what about the Sabres? They're a major league team. Who gives a crap unless the Leafs are in that barn? So, listen, Buffalo. I think Buffalo should get a USL championship team, yes. Also, I think Greenville, Mississippi should get a USL championship team. Tejada's on for Damus for Colorado. 72nd minute. Now, of course, I'd have to be rich enough for that to happen, and build a pretty okay sized stadium, but I think it could work. Yeah, that's a personal want. What were you asking? That's a personal want. What are you asking? Like, I think Greenville could hold a team. I think it can work. Personally, I think it could work. I know it's a very small city, but there's people in not the Golden Triangle, but the Cleveland, Greenwood, Greenville, Jackson area, the Delta area that would go to these games. And I think it could really help the state of Mississippi football-wise. I really do. That's just my opinion. Yeah, that's horrible. Denver improved their depth. They have good players. Their new shooting guard, but contract still hampers our team and how we can build the roster. 73rd minute. Rhode Island has a damn team. And you're saying, but Greenville couldn't have a team. Rhode Island has a damn team. You're telling me Greenville couldn't pull it off? You build a good stadium there, I think it would work. And Greenville is better off than it was in 2009. It's not great, but, it's the South of Mississippi. I mean, what do you want? What do you want? But, yeah, if Rhode Island could get a team, I didn't think Rhode Island could. Rhode Island's a small-ass state. I never thought that a USL team would fit there, and they did. So, that's just my opinion. Greenville could do it. If Rhode Island could do it, Greenville could do it. My opinion. Nice. Yeah, that's just dumb, too. New Orleans would be good, too. I agree. Which that would also be sort of Delta as well. Michael Porter Jr. isn't worth $31 to $35 million per year. Elite three-point shooting, but other than that, he's one-dimensional. He's not the true third scorer long-term. And he's also, how do I put this, injury-prone. He even was at Mizzou. This shouldn't be a shock. The dude's injury-prone. Yeah, I'd be good with that. Brooklyn, how we doing, Red Bull Insider? I think he's saying it should happen. Hopefully they play each other or also the Open Cup one day. 75th minute. If, MLS goes back into it. Michael Porter Jr. need to be traded before the contract ends. He's got 2 years left, so let's get a good small forward and more depth. There's cheaper starting small forwards. Which Mexican player would you want at TFC? At this point, Mamote, I don't think we could get Henry Martin because they got rid of Quinones, so that's out of the realm of possibility. We need a striker. I think Memote is better than Prince Owusu. Give me Memote. We need a striker. Memote. Blocked away by Louisville. I'm going to go with a need instead of a want. Memote. He's better than Owusu. Milwaukee needs a USL championship team. I would agree with that. 76th minute. And a Colorado player is still down at the top of the box. Gotham FC. Yeah, Gotham FC. Yep, there you go. Gotham. 77th minute. I was like, oh, right, Gotham. Last 10 minutes of the half or the game. Mahrez and Wilson. Mahrez and Wilson are coming on for Louisville. For Ray Serrano and Morris. '77th minute. Exactly. What'd you say? I think you're wrong. I think they've got potential. Let's just put it like that. I think they got potential. So, I think you're wrong. Yakamaki scored a brace against Jolos. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Only USA will represent CONCACAF. Well, hey, it's Canada and Mexico's fault for choking at the U20s. I would think it's more affordable. Hey, blame Canada and Mexico for choking at the U20s 2 years ago. Just blame them. But I can tell you why Canada choked. Mauro Biello was the coach. I think they'll do better this time with Oliveri as the coach. Biello's a joke. But Oliveri being the manager of the U20s this time for the U20 World Cup cycle is better. I think that's better. I think they'll be better off. All they got to do is make the semifinals. So basically get out of the group, win the quarter, and make the semifinals. And then the next U20 World Cup will qualify for the 2028 Olympics. Which I guess would mean the U.S. wouldn't be there. Depends, maybe. The Olympics are already going on and the Leagues Cup are already going on, so that'll probably be third on the batting order. But hey, if Canada makes the final, I'll try to watch it. How about that? Or if they make the quarterfinals and I can have an opening, maybe. I'll see what day it is. If they make the quarterfinals, if it means we can see them qualify for the U20 World Cup, next year's U20 World Cup, maybe. And then if they make the final, it'll be third on the batting order, but if I could cover a Canada game and it matters, yeah, we'll try. I can't promise anything, but we'll try. Rhode Island's 42% cheaper than NYC. Like, if there's a Leagues Cup game that I'm not too into, or if I've replaced them with a Central American Cup tournament anyway, oh yeah, Central American Cup's going on as well. So, technically, evening-wise, that's the second on the batting order during Leagues Cup time. This would be third, but maybe I could flip them when it comes down to it. But, But there you go. So, we'll see. 80th minute, 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time. 1-1. Louisville's been playing much better in the second half. It's a wonder they haven't scored. But shot, what a save by Loss. Damian Loss with a big save. I would agree with that. Yeah, Dominican Republic has a nice future, but they're suffering right now. But what do you expect was going to happen? But they'll have moments of brilliance, preferably most likely from Rafa Mata Nunez, who should still sign with Toronto and be their number 10. I wonder if in MLS, if you sign a player before they turn 23, they'd be on a U22 deal for the rest of their deal. Just a hunch. It's worth a chance. It's worth a shot. Like if we signed him, he's still 22. If Toronto signed him, he's still 22. Rafa Mata Nunez. So if it works that way, we could sign him to a 4-year deal of a U22 initiative because he was 22 before. It probably doesn't work that way, but what if it did? What if it did? He has a 4-year deal on U22 initiative while not being 22 except for 6 months of it. That would be gaming the system, and somebody would complain because it's not Miami. It's Toronto. So people would be like, oh, you're gaming the system. Be like, you let Miami do this shit. But we're not Miami, so you're going to complain. You let LA do this shit, but you're not complaining because it's not LA. It's Toronto. This is what winning teams do. And we want to be a winning team. Cry about it. Go complain to Garber. Go complain to him. Oh, wait. They allowed it. Yeah. Cry. Oh, wait. They allowed it. Cry. That's what winning teams do. You're fine when Miami does it because, they got Messi. They got Messi. We need to let them break the rules or at least look like it. Oh, LAFC, we'll let them break the rules because, hey, we'll let them do it too. We want to be a winning team. You freaking bend the rules if you want to be a winning team, especially in this league. And we should be a winning team. We want to be a winning team. So cry about it. So cry about it. Cry about it. Cry about it. Yeah, I would agree with that. 83rd minute. Playing forward Louisville. Ooh, they didn't get a touch that. I am. Liga MX breaks the rules in CONCACAF. Yeah, but it's not like they let teams in their own league break salary cap rules and just get away with it. Like, seriously, though, you don't think Miami's breaking salary cap rules? It's obvious. Like, they've signed so many players since Messi's came in that they're bound. They are bound to have broken salary cap rules, but they let it happen because it's Messi. LAFC, they haven't done it as bad, but there have been moments where I'm like, how the hell do they fit all these guys in? And until Messi came in, freaking LAFC was the freaking darling of the league, and they still are, at least on the West. They aren't going to break the rules as much as Miami, but I don't think they're under the cap either. Like, how do they pay all these guys? Especially when Bale, Bouanga, Vela, like, all of them were there? Come on. Be a goal kick. Come on. I agree with that, or just get rid of it in general. Or like up it to like 55 million or something. Or just get rid of it in general. In my opinion, it shouldn't even be there no more. The league is stable. So if you don't catch up, if you're like New England and you don't spend money, you could suck for forever. Go ahead. Get rid of it. It's not needed no more. The league is stable. Like, you would think now that Messi's gone, they'd really like to up the quality in the league so people stay when he leaves. You would think that this would be the moment to get rid of the salary cap or at least knock it to like 60 million. You would think. And then get rid of all the bells and whistles. Because under 60 million, you probably don't even need DPs anymore. if you sign people to reasonable wages besides like 3 or 4 players. But you would, in theory, have about 5 DPs and then everybody else. So basically like the Leafs. Basically like the Leafs. You pay a core 5 and then you do everything else. You do everything else. But you still should be able to fit a whole team under $60 million. If there was no salary cap, then, well, there you go. But yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because some teams are afraid to suck. Like, I don't know, the New England Revolution, Robert Kraft. Some teams don't want to be left behind because they don't want to spend money. And if they don't want to spend money, well, having no salary cap or a very much higher salary cap, then they don't sell tickets because their team sucks. You get what I'm saying? So they don't get the money for a tax write-off because people don't come to the stadium to watch their team play because they suck. So then you can't spend money to save yourself from that situation because you're losing money. It's all capitalism. They don't want to spend money. And they'd rather just fight the salary cap going way higher or getting rid of it because they would rather kneecap other teams who actually want to win. Like, I don't know, Toronto, Miami, LAFC. And if you're one of the favorite sons of the league, it doesn't matter. You get to break the rules anyway, like Miami or LAFC. Now, Toronto, you try to pull some of the shit they did, they'll smack you on the head with a newspaper. You couldn't pull that shit if you were Toronto. Cross in. Oh, what a save. Corner for Louisville, 88th minute. I agree with that. But he retired anyway. Well, of course they're not, because they don't want to spend money. Especially now that sporting director's gone, Renard, he's gone. They weren't anyway. No salary cap. No salary cap. No, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. It's a dead horse. Why are we beating it? Louisville, cross in, shot, header. Oh, what a save! What a save! Colorado are saving this point. Blocked. No salary cap. I did, but I'll say it again. Toronto FC and Real Madrid, because one should be a winner like Real Madrid, and then Real Madrid's a winner, so go ahead. Because I felt like doing a Louisville game. I saw this game on a Friday night back when I made my schedule. I'm like, you know what? Why not? I was like, you know what? Why not? I felt like when I was looking through the schedule, like in March, or not March, but like mid-February, I'm like, why not? And so I've wanted to do this since mid-February, and Louisville ends up being the best team in the league up until now overall. So I was like, yeah, I like to do a Louisville game. I just felt like it. I agree with that. Go Colorado. No, I don't think so, because it's called capitalism. The better team will survive. The better team will survive. But there's like 3 teams in Miami. There's like a NISA team in Miami. There's a MLS team, and then there's the USL team. There's like 3. Exactly. No, it's the USL Championship, the second tier. Open Cup. Louisville got eliminated back in May to Seattle, and then Seattle frauded their way through Sacramento too. And Colorado got eliminated, what, 4th round? Didn't they get eliminated by like NYCFC too? Or something like that? Elijah Winder, man of the match? I'll agree with that. No. There's too many games. There's too many teams. Can champ, it works, but there's too many teams in Open Cup to make it a 2-legged series. Maybe the semifinals. Maybe. But other than that, and the final should always be 1 leg. in my opinion. So, Enriquez is coming on with 6 minutes of stoppage time to be played. Maybe the semifinals, but I don't know. MLS needs, or U.S. Open Cup needs all MLS teams to compete in it again. I agree, but now it's on season pass, maybe they will. They knew what they were doing. Now it's on season pass, maybe they will. No, Louisville. They sell out their damn stadium every time. So, Louisville. That's true, but Louisville. 92nd minute. 1-1. Now, I won't complain about there being 2 legs for the Canadian Championship because that might have just saved Toronto's ass. I was complaining about it, but now I'm not. I may complain about it if they get eliminated, but if it doesn't, if they don't, it saved their ass. So, do you ever see Louisville fans travel to MLS stadiums? No. But I don't think they – but here's the thing about Louisville. I don't think they really ever play MLS teams in MLS stadiums because if you remember, they went to Starfire to play Seattle. They didn't play at CenturyLink. If you remember that. But I think Louisville fans traveled to Starfire, though. But it was less because there wasn't as many seats. Now, if it was CenturyLink, if they were playing at that, damn. They probably would have freaking had a whole side of the stadium, I believe. But they didn't have the opportunity to do that. Because, again, they played at Starfire. It's small as hell. I think Como will stay up in Serie A as well. I think Fabregas is a good manager. I think he will be a good manager. They got Varane, Pepe Reina. They're building a good squad. I think they'll stay up. I agree. 93rd minute. 3 minutes left of the game. Header punched away. Sometimes experienced teams are better than teams that just came up and they try to roll with their people. That's not the best idea. And then trying to just sign random people that are like quadruple A level players, like just barely Premier League quality players like Forrest did. Didn't really work. Morata signed Milan, I saw. Hey, good for him. Atlanta should have played their Open Cup match at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It would have been hilarious with Indy 11 away fans getting scared by the train horn. Well, it wouldn't have went off because they lost. But I don't know why they played at Bobby Dodd. I don't know why they played at Georgia Tech. I don't know. Like, there was no reason. Like, they always play, like, their first Champions Cup game at Kennesaw because of that damn freaking, what is it called? Monster Truck Show. Playing forward is Louisville. Here's a chance. Can they win it here? Oh, he pulled it wide. He pulled it for a cross, and it wasn't the smart play. Oh, my God. He could have shot that home. Corner. Man, he could have shot that home, Mares. But it rolls to another player, crosses around the net. Like, either that was a bad curl or he should have scored that. I agree. Look, he should have just shot that. I don't know if he meant to cross it or it got crossed because of a bad skip, but goal! Sean Touch gets the winner! Sean Touch with a header! 95th minute! Slots it home! Sean Touch gets the winner! That's what they've been looking for the whole second half. Louisville's been much better in the second half, and Sean Touch gets up for the header. 2-1. Ordonez puts it on or plays it back. Davila plays it on, and Sean Touch with a thundering header will win the game for Louisville. Unless some crazy stuff happens. 95th minute goal. Well, 90 plus 5. 2-1. Sean Toch with a winner. That was crazy. As long as Damian Loss picks that up, he'll kick it away. Nice. Nice. Yeah. And then the Philly. Yeah. Goal kick for Damian Loss. I'd be sad, to be honest. Beautiful cross and header. I agree. Damian Loss with a goal kick to end the game. And Louisville will stay home with 3 points. Colorado almost got a point to take back home. Springs. They were seconds away, and it's full time. Sean Toch rescues all 3 points. 2-1, Louisville City. What an ending. Wow, what an ending. Beautiful. Play Chelsea Dagger. Is that the one the Bruins play? That's awesome. Yeah, they're about to show the Tigres game next on Golasso. So I'll be watching it as I do the review. But with that being said, damn, what a finish. Louisville gets the win. Another win for Louisville City. They had to grind it out. They weren't perfect all night, but they found their way around. 41 points, still top of the league. 13 wins in the season. Of course, Charleston Battery is chasing them down. They're only a point behind with a game extra played, so Louisville has a game in hand. But Sean Toch keeps them top of the league. Woo, boy. That was amazing. I agree. That was probably one of the better ones. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us to play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll review the game within the hour. And we'll talk about it. I'll see you later. And, of course, Toronto-Montreal. Montreal-Toronto's tomorrow. 401 Derby, the second of the season, and probably could be the last one. We may have to play a wild card game against them. We may. It's possible. But next stream tomorrow at 6:30, Toronto or Montreal versus Toronto. Hopefully they beat them again. But I'll see you tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'll see you for Domingo Futbolero, Liga MX, Pumas versus Pachuca. And we'll review both those games as well. So Saturday and Sunday. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. What a win, Louisville. Lovely.